is Kayla, and I just came back from my card concert. Oh my god, I have so much stuff to tell you guys. So I will tell you guys my experience, and like literally my experience was just so good. First thing is I had school that day, so my friends don't have school because they're older, and they were like in first in line, and we got gold A first. And so what happened was we went there, and then then we met some friends. And it was me, Kevin, and three other people, and we were like, well, one was in platinum, I think that's what it's called, premium or platinum, I totally forgot now. We were in gold A, and then we were like, you know what, we should get platinum or premium, I forgot what it's called, platinum or premium, like we should upgrade our stuff because number one, you know, we get the poster, and it's not that, like it's like $20 to upgrade, and I'm like, oh, that's actually not that bad, and I had money for it, and like if we had platinum, we will be the first ones, we'll be in the front row because our friend was actually first in platinum or premium. So after that, we all decided to upgrade, and I saw Andrew there, and I had this sign up. Hold on. I had this sign up while I was like waiting in line, and Tyann was like laughing at it, and I was like, oh my gosh. And so was Andrew was just like, what is this? I'm like, oh, this, yeah. Anyways, so Tyann saw that and I was like laughing so hard. There were like a few girls that like try to sneak, like barge in front of us, but like one of the volunteers was like, I never saw you guys at the front. These people were at the front like at 10 a.m. so you guys should not be at the front before them. They were like, and then there was like a lot of like miscommunication happened, and okay, let's just move on from that. But when the concert finally came, we were exactly at the front row. Like literally we could touch the stage. Like it was just crazy. I can actually get them to notice me a lot in this thing because like I'm in the front row. So we were waiting, and then like they played their song. Their first song was Rumor, I think, right? And they did some covers. They did The Way from Ariana Grande featuring Mac Miller, and they did Bitch But I Have My Money, and they did more like songs. Like I'm surprised that they like, you know, had a lot of performances, even though they only did like 3 songs, but it was really good. It was so good. And before I get like anything about the Q&A, I waved at J.Seph, and he waved at me. I waved at Jiwoo, she waved at me. I freaking waved at Somin, she waved at me. And I like told BM like, BM, I love you, and he smiled at me. I'm like, So I got noticed already by all of them. So I'm like, I'm already like touched. I'm like, thank you so much. So during the Q&A, the first question was from me, and I literally died when they said my name. Like they were like, oh, like the MC was Scott. If you don't know Scott, he's actually in a few of like Linda D's videos. He like said the first one is from Kayla, and I'm just like, I went, oh my god, and they like answered my question. I'm just like, oh my god.
In Korean as well. All right. Who is your inspiration? That's why Kayla.
Oh my god. So like they asked one question, they each give their own answer, and I'm like, that is like so touching, like oh my gosh. And after that they played more songs, and then next was the like games, and then the first game was you get to do with a fan. I knew I was not good. I didn't get it, but my homie Michael, if you're watching this, shout out to you. He got Somin, and I'm like, I'm so happy for you. Freaking like, I'm so happy for him. Like, gosh, I'm so jelly. And then they had to play the game of like, you know, one word, and they had to do the same action. They had to like, you know, telepathy thing. I don't know what it's called, but like it was like so cute. Like, and then Michael asked for a hug. I didn't record that because like I was like freaking out like for Michael. I suppose I put my phone away. I just wanted to like be happy for Michael. And he asked for a hug from Somin, and he asked like he actually took like a video with like Somin and stuff. Michael!
Michael! Michael! Michael!
Look at Michael.
Alright, last one.
And I'm like, good for you, homie. Good for you. Oh, and also, my friend Crispy, she didn't get picked for like, you know, being in the games with them, right? And she like screamed like, even though I was not picked, I still love you guys. And then BM was like, I love you. And I'm like, bless BM. I'm like so happy for her. I'm like, okay. There was like one part, I think when they were doing, they did like their what's it called? Like before they changed again. J.Seph's like fly was down. And the girls beside me were like, oh, J.Seph, sip up your thing. And he's like, oh, okay. And he was like J.Seph was so adorable. He like was like talking to all the girls like beside me. He like, they were like acting like they were like best friends. And I was like, J.Seph, like, excuse me? What are you doing? We even said like goodbye to them before they even like finished their concert, because we thought they were like done, because they were like saying like thank you and like it was such a great show, and so we thought it was like the last song. That was the last song, so we said bye. They're like, we're not done our concert yet. They did the last song and then they came back on an encore. They did Don't Recall as their encore version, so English version. They did that during like the concert, and then they did the Korean version as an encore, and that was actually pretty cool. So during the encore, everyone was just pushing everyone to like the front to get them to get their phone recorded, their face to record them, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like literally I was leaning against like the stage because everyone like behind me was like pushing and like having their like phones out, and literally, okay, my shoe is now like has a stain of metal because of the gate that we were around. Like had my phone out and I was like trying to get someone to get my phone, and then Somin got my phone and I'm just like, oh my gosh, and she recorded like a few seconds. I'm just like, oh my god, I gotta cherish this few seconds for the rest of my life. I'm like so happy. I'm like, three of my like friends that we were all like, three of the people from our group that were like all together, three of them got their phones like taken. Like I got my phone taken, another guy got his phone taken by Somin, and then girl got her phone taken by BM and Somin also. And I'm like, yes, I'm like so happy that we got the front row. If we didn't upgrade, we wouldn't have gotten that experience, and I'm so happy I got like that. $20 was so worth it. So worth it. So happy. Oh my gosh. During one of the songs, I don't remember, I'll put in the clip, but Somin touched my hand because everyone skipped me and Crispy. Like literally, like we were here, like, and then like here's like the middle. Like they always missed me and Crispy. They always like had to miss us. Like they got people beside us, but not us. We're like, oh shit. And then like Somin like came in, I'm like, I need to touch at least someone's hand. And then she touched my hand like really fast, and I'm like, oh my god, my heart. I'm like, so man, like, my gosh, I love her so much. So then the concert ended, and then it's time for high touch and photo op. So I got premium or platinum, I still don't know what it's called, but we got premium and platinum, and it was high touch first. So we got in line, we were waiting, and I think my friend Crispy recorded some of the part, but I don't know if my audio got in, so I don't know if like I'm gonna add like this part in. So yeah. So what happened in high touch was it was J.Seph, Jiwoo, Somin, and BM. Okay, so I came up to J.Seph, I was like, J.Seph! He touched my hand, I'm like, and like this, and I'm like, J.Seph, you're so handsome, and then he like backed up, and he was like, thank you, and I'm like, and then like Jiwoo came up and she was like, thank you. I was like, I love your hair. She's like, and I'm like, and then Somin was like, thank you. I was like, oh my gosh, I love you. Because I didn't know what to say to her. I was like, just like, she did so many things to me. I'm just like, I don't know what to say. And then BM was last, and he grabbed both. both of his hands grabbed my hand and he was like, thank you, and I was like, oh, thank you, and I love you. He's like, oh, and I'm like, Okay, so then we came back in line for a photo op, and we got, while we're in line, we got our posters, and I got this poster from them. It's like so like crumpled and like so like thing, but like here you go, like it's so beautiful. I love it, and it has like personality at the back. It has like some like marks at the back, so you know. Anyways, so photo op was the best thing that ever happened to me. Even though BM is my bias, J.Seph is like almost changing it for me. This is what happens in every concert. You know, every time there's like, not every time, but like, right, like, it's like, there's like a chain going on, because like, when I went to the GOT7 concert, Mark was my bias. He never noticed me at all. And my bias wrecker, Jin Young, noticed me, and then he turned into my bias. For this one, I don't know, because literally, J.Seph, okay, so, I'm just gonna tell you the story. So J.Seph, like it was like, okay, so the photo was like they were sitting down, and then like you either go in the back or the front, and so we got the back, so we were lucky that we got the back. And then I was between Jiwoo and J.Seph. So Crispy asked for Jiwoo for a hug for the photo, and so I was like, okay, I need to ask J.Seph for like something. I was like, J.Seph, can I like put my hand on your shoulder? And he was like, oh, I don't know, because like he didn't know how to like communicate English that well. So like what made me like my heart like melt was he asked the translator to translate what he was going to say to me. And then what the translator told me, he like told the translator like that it like in Korean something, and she told back to me, she's like, oh, so beware of his sweaty back, or like him being really sweaty. I was like, oh no, I don't care, it's fine. It's like, and then like I like felt like so loved because he asked someone to translate so he can try and communicate with me. Like he took the time to try and communicate with me what he wanted to say for me. And I'm just like, literally, I like cried at that moment. I was like, I'm still crying. Oh my god, I'm crying right now. But like, I literally couldn't, oh god, I'm crying. I put my shoulder on him, I was like this, and I was just like, and then like, after we were done, I was like, thank you, and then like, he took my hand and he rubbed his like sweaty hands on me, and I was like, oh, he's like, I'm so sorry for my sweaty hands and stuff. He's like, oh, thank you, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, oh, it's okay. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And then like, my hands smell really good, to be honest. Like it smells like man cologne. Like, it smells really good. Like, I don't want to wash this off. J.Seph touched my hand, his sweaty, beautiful hands on my hand, my tiny, tiny hand. And I'm like, like my heart is like, As I was editing my experience of the card concert, I forgot to add one thing about the photo op. So, I'm gonna just add it right now. So after the photo op, me and my friend, we like made a plan before. We were like, oh hey, so before we leave, since we both like BM and like he's our bias, we should both like make a heart for him and say we love him at the same time. And we did that. So at the photo op, we were like my friend Crispy was like, hey BM. And then we're like, BM, we love you. And he got so embarrassed. This was supposed to be his face. He was like, oh. And then Somin was just like, oh, I'm so cute. And I'm like, I feel so happy now. Like, I'm gonna edit, like, I'm gonna put in all the clips that I recorded from the concert, and that'll be in another videos. I'm just gonna show, like, clips that, like, I talked about in this video, so check out, like, I don't know when I'm gonna upload it, but, I'm gonna upload, like, the full concert of, like, well, some, like, I didn't record the whole thing, but, like, a lot of my footage, like, all my footage that I recorded is gonna be uploaded soon, but I don't know when. So guys, comment below who's your bias, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, give it a like, and if you guys want to know when I make my next video, click the subscribe button down below. So I guess that's it. Bye bye.